Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Kante does really well to win the ball there. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. And the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
No way through there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Costa Curta. Gnabry, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Driving forward.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. Mbappe is on his own. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! And it's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's become a case of men against ball. Chance! It's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Arsenal are at the peak of their... Messi! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Kagawa. Now, who's going to be first to this? Kante wins the duel this time. Messi. Kagawa. Looking for options for movement. He's in a good position here. Great chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kagawa, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Messi. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's really nicely played. He's found some space. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Messi. Pinches it off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Conte, and he's in on goal. He's found a way through. Messi. Quality ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kante makes the interception. He's gone forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. And it's Kagawa. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Mbappe. Oh no, what has happened here?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries a shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point.
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Van der Vaart. And it's Batistuta. Quality ball. Now it's Kagawa. Now it's Beckham. And this guy, Rafael van der Vaart, is someone who sometimes appears a bit of a street footballer, Jim.
Yeah, you can definitely see a lot of that in the way he plays. He seems yards ahead of anyone when it comes to finding space, Peter.
One of the greatest talents to roll off the Amsterdam production line, certainly.
No doubt about that.
Rafinha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he's straight offside. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. It's gone out for a throw-in. Owen. Now it's Sané. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Batistuta. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicked it back promptly. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And he was alert to it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Celtic look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Rafinha. That's played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Beckham. Rafinha engages and forces him off the ball. Well, there's the clearance. Stood up well to him there. Back into the middle. Batistuta. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Celtic clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kagawa.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's made sure that's not getting through. Van der Vaart! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And the shot! Sticks it away! Celtic are all square. An act of charity gratefully received. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Beckham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal. He's free, he has got space. Has a go! Tries to get it clear. There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side.
I'd like to draw your
It's a
attention
goodish
to the
game,
screen
this,
grab
and at
for
half-time,
information on
it's
our
one
shuttle bus
each.
service.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. And it's hoisted clear. Sané. And it's Sané.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Sané. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Yamal, he can run onto that. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kagawa. Now it's Sané. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, Red, nice interception. Kagawa. Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
The attendance for this match was
Rafinha, and that could set him on his way. Costa Curta is the... It's a quick one. Beckenbauer to Schneider. Costa Curta. And it's Kagawa. Oh, that's fabulous. Kagawa. That's very neat. And it's Beckham. They've got it again. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Yamal. It's Van der Vaart. Batistuta. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh.
It's Kagawa!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
It's a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Substitution on the field.
Woohoo! Ein neuer Abonnent.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 9.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Number
And here's
23.
Yamal.
Batistuta.
Cafu is charging up on the
20.
overlap.
Beckham. Coming on
Cross
the field.
deflected behind for a
Number
corner.
7. Ribery. Number 11.
Celtic with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Platini. Number 13. Iniesta.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They
Woohoo!
just need to
Ein
sort
neuer
out their end
Abonnent.
product, and quickly.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He is through here. There's the hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Cafu. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Roberto Carlos.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Celtic really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That pass isn't the best. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's through here. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side. Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Great chance here from position A1. He's gone direct. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Schneider. Davis. Beckenbauer. Davids does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Celtic have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, this looks sharp. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Real chance! He's got a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Great hit! And that is doing no harm at all. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most important. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Action has already started. Rivaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rivaldo. And a header! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Kagawa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rivaldo. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Khan. De Ligt. Guti. That's a nicely measured pass. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Guti. Belletti. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now Costa Curta. And it's Davis. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham. Foot in. Guti. Arsenal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And he cuts out the supply. Davis. Belletti. And it's Kagawa. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Rivaldo is onto this. He's away. Now it's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. That's a little off target. Guti. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so simple. Pedri. Guti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread it left. Davis. Owen looks to get on the end of this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is a little undercooked. Pedri. And here's Owen. Owen. João Cancelo. In by Cancelo. Guti's cross. He rises! He scored! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Camavinga, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Beckenbauer. Oh, great ball! Rivaldo. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Heads it! All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Misses from the spot.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Bastoni. And it's Rudiger. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Owen. Oh, played right into his path.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And there's the end of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Shot a goal! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Davis. For Conte. And it's Messi. And here's Bellingham. Has a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Messi purring through the gears. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thinks one through, chips it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Messi, numero 9, numero 10, Owen, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19, il numero
Messi.
22, il numero 18,
Owen.
il numero 13.
And he's picked it up out wide. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that should get the job done. And here's Romario! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. We expected better, and so did he. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's through here. Real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Camavinga. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe! And he's certainly onside. Messi! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bellingham! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the...
Mbappe! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Now, oh, what has happened here? Conte, quality ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kagawa. Bellingham. And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Kagawa.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. And here's the chance to counter. Bratesi. Costa Curta tries to clear. Turns and goes back. He is through here. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That's a shade optimistic. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
White is charging up on the overlap. And he's managed to get free. It's a mighty effort! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Chouameni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Pedri. He could be in here. And he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. First quarter of an hour gone. And that's an errant pass. Now it's Adama Traore.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Costa Curta. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. That's good vision. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
David Villa. Oh, and he's through the middle. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, sweet feet. And they've switched it over to the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. Conte. He could be in here. Oh, great play. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Snyder. Adama Traore. Now it's Adama Traore. And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pedri. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Maldini. Now White. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Heads it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kohler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa. Good ball over the top. Now it's Owen. Oh, that's nice. Bratesi into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Couldn't squeeze it through. Collier. Davis. Now it's Owen. Now that's well seen too. Beckenbauer. It's Belletti.
There
And
will
here's
be 1 minute
Mbappe.
added time.
David Villa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Pedri. And the shot's David Villa! And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is
Just a
far
quick
from
reminder
lethargic,
today,
far from
please
slow,
refrain
highly
from talking
engaging,
outside
but
this
goalless.
stadium. Thank you very much for
An
your
engrossing
cooperation.
half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Mbappe! The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And he's taking no chances there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedri. Owen. It's a goal kick. Works it forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Costa Curta cuts it out. Schneider. And he cuts out the supply. And the ball's a good one here. Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Bratesi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Schneider. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, it's Bebeto. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Costa Curta.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping.
And the shot! It's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
The attendance for this match was 62,000.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
David Villa. Pedri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Arsenal are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played out towards the right wing. Adama Traore looking to run onto it. Collier. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Owen. Not the most accurate pass.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And now the breakaway. Owen. Just about up to 75 minutes. Collier. Serginho. And he was quick to react. He's picked his way through. Real chance here. That's a corner kick.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Corner number 2 then.
Mbappe.
Soboslai
Number 15,
is short. Mbappe!
Number 17.
Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely
Coming on
kept
the
the side in
field,
the game then. That's
number
really
10,
good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Number 14.
So,
Messi.
third corner of the game.
Number 23. Kagawa. Substitution.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Soboslai does really well to win the ball there. Adama Traore. It's a pretty loose pass. Soboslai. Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's on his way! He's had a hit! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Shot a goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Davis.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Belletti. And it's Kagawa. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Pedri, engages and forces him off the ball. And he's managed to get rid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding
Hello,
on it, but
everybody, and
it is
welcome
equally
to
clear
today's
and
match.
very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too.
He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hernandez. Looking for the run. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Kagawa. Aim forwards. Bellingham running with the ball. Very nicely done. Could go all the way here. Conte. He's had it taken off him. And the pass is intercepted. Costa Curta. And it's Owen. Clips it so gently. And the finish! Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, super find. Sane delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Hernandez. Di Maria. Good read, needed to be. Mbappe. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, what a mistake! Enesiri, Çalhanoğlu, Hernandez, and that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is Conte. There's the shot! And more, and more, and more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That's good running with the ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. This might spell danger. Rafinha. Di Maria. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davis. That is Conte. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Di Maria. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Çalhanoğlu. And a header! Well, that is remarkable.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Davis. Bellingham. Arsenal looking forward to the break. Kagawa! Has another go! Calhanoglu and Rafinha. Di Maria. And that's another good win of the ball. He's picked his way through. Rafinha. They're urging him to shoot. Has a go! They've done it! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just...
Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Not the most accurate pass. Zaire Emery. Look at the space here.
3 minutes at a time.
Chance! Loose ball now, and and the keeper couldn't hold it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Calhanoglu. Di Maria. Di Maria. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, we've...
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Arsenal have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Arsenal lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break.